Sorry, Jono. We'll interrupt. Let's go to Rosalie Woodruff, the Greens leader at the tally room, making her way to the stage. Let's have a listen.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hello. It's fantastic to be here. I want to start by acknowledging that Lutruwita, Tasmania's first people, the Palawa Pakana, who have shaped this island's landscape for tens of thousands of years. The Palawa never ceded this island to colonisers. Their land was taken in a violent dispossession. I also want to recognise a treaty was promised 2 centuries ago by the colonial administration that was never progressed. That promise was made again recently, and once again it was walked away from. The Greens are committed to returning lands, to truth-telling and to treaty. And I also want to recognise at this point in time the genocide that's occurring in Palestine. And the Greens stand. The Greens stand with the people of Palestine for freedom, for peace and for return of their lands. Well, what a midwinter roller coaster this last 5 weeks have been. Democracy is always something to celebrate, but even so, we acknowledge this election wasn't what anyone wanted. Both major party leaders had options to avoid it, but here we are. And democracy is a beautiful thing, and on behalf of the Greens, I want to give a shout out to all the people who had the courage to stand for election. Every person that puts their hand up plays a part in our democracy. And I also want to acknowledge Jeremy and Dean's work on this campaign. Elections are gruelling for everyone, especially for leaders in their family. And this campaign has been like no other I've ever been part of. A bitterly cold campaign, held over the school holidays, immediately on the tail of recent elections, wouldn't have been anyone's wish. But the Greens did what we could to bring energy and fun to our campaign. And despite the challenges of a snap election, this has been one of the biggest campaigns that the Tasmanian Greens has ever held. While it might all look like simple politics on the outside, elections are truly made up of individual people who are driven by values. And they're made up of all the people here and across this island. They're committed to change, people who are willing to give up their time to fight for it. And we heard it on the doors every day. Tasmanians are crying out for change. They look at our state and see serious issues. People can't find a home and can't afford the basics. They're struggling to get by day to day, forced to make impossible choices about which bill to pay or if they can afford to run their heater on freezing nights. And when you call an ambulance in Tasmania, you're waiting longer than anywhere else in the country. Urgent surgeries are overdue. Our coastlines, our waterways are polluted, our forests are being destroyed every day, in the pursuit of a quick buck, but at the expense of what makes this island unique and special on Earth. And on top of it all, the budget is in a complete disrepair. And instead of tackling these crippling real issues, both the Liberals and Labor want to spend more than $1 billion on building the state a third stadium. In time of such need, yeah, it is a shame. In time of such need, it's heartbreakingly out of touch. And that's been the approach for major party politicians. But the Greens are putting our community's needs and the environment first. It's about policies that will make Tasmania a better place now and into the future. It's keeping public assets in public hands and protecting public services from being cut. It's a health system that gives the care that's needed when it's needed, instead of grinding workers into the ground hour by understaffed hour. It's cleaning up fish farms, protecting our coastline, ensuring a healthy marine environment and saving the Maugean from extinction. It's public schools that are free for everyone and that have the resources they need. It's strong environmental laws and a truly independent EPA. It's action on climate change. It's catching up to the rest of the country and giving renters real rights and bringing the thousands of houses lost to Airbnb back to being homes for Tasmanians. It's an end to native forest logging. And protecting our biodiverse, carbon-storing forests. It's improving the rights, conditions and pay for workers. It's making big corporations pay their fair share so we can keep delivering and improving the services that all Tasmanians rely on. It's about making sure the years spent on the Commission of Inquiry and all the pain and sacrifice made by victim survivors and whistleblowers are not in vain. That we close Ashley, that we implement all the critically important reforms needed to protect children. And it's about building homes and health facilities, not building a stadium. So as everyone predicted, things aren't entirely cut and dry tonight, but things are looking very good for the Greens. We will keep watching the votes and preferences flow over the next couple of weeks, but at this point, I'm so happy to say we've held our 5 seats, and I'm so proud that I'll be returning to Parliament with Cecily Russell, Tabitha Badger, Vicar Bailey and Helen Burnett. And it's not over yet in Braddon. We're not out of the hunt, and I'm crossing my fingers for Vanessa Blyer, a terrific candidate, and I want to give a huge shout out to all the people, all of our volunteers who've worked so hard in Braddon and who are watching this tonight. The Greens are more than a 4-decades-old grassroots movement that doesn't take money from big corporations. We ran a truly grassroots campaign across the island this election, and I want to thank everyone involved, our fantastic support candidates, our committed, energetic volunteers who helped us have thousands of conversations with people on the doors, who showed up at 6 a.m. and donned a greenie beanie to wobbleboard on dark, freezing mornings, who gave up their weekends to door knock and make calls to voters. And of course, the 650 generous people who donated to the Greens campaign. We couldn't have done it without you. To our campaign team, the party director Gemma Kitsos, party convener Damien Irving, and our terrifically capable party managers Deb Rees and Caitlin Barlow-Groom, and all the other special people who helped run things so smoothly and make it all work. A special thanks to our friends across the ditch, the 4 Victorians who jumped on a plane at short notice. You know who you are, and you wove magic for us. Thank you. My parliamentary staff who have been critical to our energetic organising: Alice, Tom, Steve, Dan, Rachel, Ellen, Alex and Sam. Your integrity and commitment to driving positive change is inspiring. Along with our electorate advisor team, we couldn't have done a snap election without your smarts, your sass and jokes and your can-do everyday attitude. I want to thank my family, Paulie, May, Tilda and in absentia our dog Ziggy, who's the Greens campaign mascot. You all helped make this possible and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. So Tasmanians have rejected majority government again. People have seen how broken politics gets when major party politicians put the profits of big corporations and vested interests over the needs of the community. In conversation after conversation this election, people voiced their dispirited frustration, their great desire to have elected representatives who focus on solutions for the serious issues of the day and into the future. Everyone elected owes it to the community to deliver on the message that they've sent, and that means recognising differences of views in Parliament, finding out what unites us and how we can collaborate in the best interests of the people of Tasmania. Finally, I have a message for Dean Winter. After last year's election, Labor decided not to even try to form government with the Greens. After your successful no confidence motion last month, you didn't take up our offer of a conversation about working together to avoid this election. Now Tasmanians have chosen the next parliament. This conversation needs to be had. Representing our communities is not a game. It's about working together to make positive change. Yes, there are differences, but the Greens and Labor have a lot in common too. We are ready. We are ready to work collaboratively in the best interests of Tasmanians. And Dean, I hope you put them first this time too. So in closing, on behalf of the Greens and all you good people here, I want to make the same commitment to Tasmanians that we made every day during the campaign. Whatever happens next, we are going to go back into the Parliament and we are going to do everything we can to work towards a better future for this beautiful island, Lutruwita, Tasmania. Thank you all.